Hello and welcome to sudoCODE. Welcome back to the Masters mini series. Today we are going to talk about if you can become an on-campus student if you're already an online student in Georgia Tech's OMSCS. I discussed briefly about this in the previous video. If you have not seen the previous three videos in this series, I would recommend please go and watch those videos first so that this one can make sense. And also, if you're already a student in Georgia Tech's program, then also this video might be useful for you because in this short video, I'm going to cover how you can transition from being an online student to an on-campus student. So let's get started. Georgia Tech's OMSCS offering has an option for online students to convert to on-campus students, right? So let's say that when you started the degree, it was not in your goals or it was not in your plan to move to US, but later on you are still considering and you're thinking that it might be a better idea to move to US and get a job there and settle and work there for some time. And you want to do this while you are already in your online program, right? How you can do that? So the degree does give you a provision to transfer to an on-campus student, and I don't know why, but they have not mentioned this anywhere in their official docs or this or as such. I also came to know about it when I was a student and I heard my peers and other people talking about it, right? So I thought that I should share this with everyone so that you know that there is still a chance for you to get converted into an on-campus student. Now, what are the requirements? The first requirement is that you should not have finished more than 50% of your degree, right? So as we have discussed that the whole degree requires 30 credits. So let's say if you have completed less than 15 credits or less than 5 subjects. So let's say you have covered 3 subjects or 4 subjects or 5 subjects. In that case, you can apply for transfer. But if you have completed more subjects than that, like let's say if you have completed 6 or 7 subjects, then it is not likely that you will get a transfer. Your request for transfer might get rejected, right? But if you have completed less subjects than this, then you can be in the criteria to be approved for getting an on-campus transfer. The second requirement is that you should have good grades. So let's say out of 5 subjects, if you have 3 A's or 4 A's, it is considered good. If you have all the straight A's, that would be even better for you to get a transfer, right? But if you don't have that good grades, if you, let's say you have all the B's and one or two C's, then you might not be seen as a bright student or whatever, and the chances of getting a transfer might get lowered. I'm not saying that it will be completely nil, but it might get lowered. So if you are planning to get a transfer, just make sure that you have good grades, A's or B's, in your initial subjects, and that way you will have the edge to get transferred. Like you would be in a lot that for which the approval is likely. Now, what you have to do in order to get the transfer? You have to talk to your advisor. In the mails that you will get after you get registered into the course, you will be assigned some advisors, right? You can talk to your advisors that you want to get a transfer and you are planning to get a transfer, like say next semester or next to next semester, and then they would ask you about the previous subjects that you have taken and your grades and other documents, etc. You would have to submit those, and then they might start the process. So you have to be in consistent touch with them and just keep like email them like in advance. So let's say you want to transfer, let's say in fall, right? So try to email them in the start of the spring itself, like 6 months before you want to transfer or 8 months before you want to transfer, so that they can arrange for all the process and the documents well in time for you to get transferred, right? What is the advantage once you transfer? Okay, once you transfer, it will be as similar to going to an on-campus university via GRE, right? It will be exactly same. Once you go there, you will have time, like 3 to 4 semesters to finish your degree. You will go on a student visa and you will get OPT for 3 months. So after completion of your degree, you can apply for internship, you can apply for job, you can stay there. So that is the most important advantage that you will get if you transfer on campus, right? So mostly people who want to get a job do this, right? They take a transfer and they get an OPT, they apply for the jobs, they get to sit in the companies that are coming to recruit from Georgia Tech's campus, and they end up getting good jobs, right? But it can be slightly risky also, because if you don't get a job, you will spend a lot of money and you would have to come back, right? Okay, coming back to the money factor, once you go to the campus, then the fee structure is not going to be the same as the online fee structure, right? It is going to change. It will cost you a lot studying there and registering for the subjects. It will not as cheap as it was in online. So keep in mind that part as well. And one more advantage that you will get once you get an on-campus transfer, there are some subjects and some important subjects and courses which are not offered to online students, which are only offered to on-campus students. Although they are adding new subjects in online degree consistently, but still there are some subjects which only on-campus students can pursue or can study. So you will have that advantage that you would be able to study those advanced subjects and different subjects that are not available online. So that is one more advantage that you will get if you decide to take an on-campus transfer. Now, what is the catch? The catch is that when you are applying for an on-campus transfer, it is considered on case by case basis, right? It is possible that they have a lot of seats, and even with lower grades you would be able to transfer, right? And it is possible that they don't have a lot of seats, and even with good grades you might not get in, right? So it is there is no fixed criteria, or there is no fixed objective method which can decide whether you will get a transfer or will not get a transfer. It will be on a case by case basis, and how you talk to your advisor and what your case is, right? So if it was your plan to go to an on-campus university but you couldn't get in, and then you decided to pursue online thinking that okay, I will get a transfer from this, you can rely on it, but you cannot rely on it 100%, right? If you definitely know for sure that you have to pursue on campus, then I would recommend first try for on campus uh, as much as you can. And if you don't get, then this can be a second way, but this is not a short way, right? So there is no guarantees here. This is the catch when it comes to on campus transfer. So I think this is all that covers about the on campus transfer. If you already know something about it that I have not covered, please feel free to share. Or if you still have some doubts in the process that I have explained, please feel free to ask the same in the comments as well. I think with the completion of this video, this was all that I had to share about Georgia Tech's OMSCS degree, including workload, online and offline aspect, the requirements, how the course is like, right? Now, in the next video, I'm going to share my experience, how my experience had been in this past 2 to 3 years, and what I have done, the mistakes, what you can learn from my mistakes, etc. But again, if anything has been left out, or if your questions are still unanswered, even after these 4 videos, feel free to add them in comments, and then I will try to either make a follow-up video or I will try to answer in comments itself. So till then, take care. See you in the next video.